Alright, short video on how to do gear oil for your transfer case and your rear diff for your Evo 10. This is a 2014 Lancer Evo GSR. So here's your rear diff. I already have the car on, 4 jacks up in the air, even. So you have under it, if you're looking directly up at it, here's your ATF SP3 drain plug right here. People have said it's a 17 hex. And then you have your gear oil one right here. It literally says gear oil, so that's your LSD fucking gear oil. And that should be the same size. So they're both right here. The rear of the car is that way. So rear one, ATF. Front one, gear oil. Everybody gets confused. This is why I'm making the video. Alright, now if you creep up along, there's your gear oil fill. Right there. It literally says gear oil, points to it. Then go to the back. So there's your drain for the SP3 ATF. Creep up, come up, and up past this bolt right there, there's this one. It says on it, it says oil. Right here, below it, it says ATF SP3. So there's your fill hole for the ATF. So that's your rear diff. According to the amounts that I saw online, it is a half quart or so for each, but we will see in this video. Okay, so that's the rear. Alright, so this is part 2 of the 30,000 mile service for the transfer case fluid and the rear diff fluid drain and fill. So in the previous video I showed you the rear transfer case, or the rear diff fluid drain and fill holes and kind of where those are at. So now onto the transfer case. So for the transfer case, you're gonna have to remove the under tray, at least the rear portion. I left the front portion on. As you can kind of see, it's still kind of there. So, once you remove the rear portion, as you can see, oil pan, drain plug, and there is your transfer case. So, here's your drain plug, and then up here, right next to your CV axle, is the oil fill. This takes LSD, limited slip diff fluid. Don't put the SP3 in here, that'd be very bad. So yeah, pretty simple. Take under tray off, drain, fill till you see it coming out that hole, put the fucking plug back in, and you're good to go. No bleeding is required, apparently. That is what everybody is saying, even though the bleeder screw is right here. You should only need to use that when you're servicing the pump and that whole system. As far as just transfer case goes, should just be a simple fill or drain and fill, and you should be good to go. And same with the rear diff. It should all be just drain and fill, so pretty straightforward. I went ahead and got fluids. Let's see. So I got 2 quarts of the LSD gear oil. Supposedly you only need 0.58 for the rear diff, and then it's like 1 quart or 1 liter for the transfer case, which, you know, this should do it. And then your ATF SP3 for the other portion of the rear diff. You should only use about half of this from what I've seen on the specs for the fill. Yeah, so there you go. I got all these off Map Performance. I think it came out to like 30 bucks. All genuine Mitsubishi. I'm not doing the transmission just because it's already been done. It had a new clutch put in it before the 30,000 mile service, so I did not need to do that since all that got drained and refilled. So have fun. Alright, so for the drain plug we have a 24 millimeter on the bottom, 1/2 inch. That's about how tight it is. This might get a little messy. There you go. That looks actually really good. Alright, so gear oil for the front diff. I got the little pump thing from O'Reilly's, and you just fill it till the fill hole starts weeping fluid out of it, so pump away. Alright, so 10 mil hex. We're going to do the limited slip diff since we already have the pump on that one. So just pop these bad boys just like that. Unscrew and let it drain. Alright, so gear oil in the gear oil fill. I already drained it, which is the bottom plug as stated in the previous video. This one should only take about 1/2 quart according to what they say, so we'll find out. Have a beer. Alright, so got the limited slip diff fluid done. Now we're gonna do the ATF side. So this is like your AYC pump fluid. You don't need to bleed it. It's pressurized in the system, but not in the sump. So drain plug here, fill plug right here. It is a 17 millimeter. All the drain plugs are 17s, and the hexes are the 10, like in the previous videos. So best thing to do, so you can actually get the fluid from coming out like in globs, pop the drain or the fill plug, then pop the drain, and it should just drop because you don't have that vacuum. So we're gonna go ahead and do this fill plug, and then we'll pop the drain plug.